Well, hello there, everyone, and how are you guys? I hope doing fabulous, yes. Well, before we get into this entertaining video, I would just like to remind you guys to like, comment, and subscribe if you have not subscribed already. And what would you like to say with that, Lady Crone?
Baby Crone said it all.
Yes.
Subscribe, like us, and please leave a comment.
Yes. Sunflowers. Well, hello there, sunflowers, and how are you guys today? Well, I am here to also, please check right here. I have done a quick K-pop news recap to talk about the Mama Awards, talked about some recent K-pop releases. Speaking of which, Rose just recently won a reward. Yes, congrats. So did Jennie. Congrats. It's actually interesting. Was Lisa even nominated for anything? I mean, she really promote in Korea. So anyway, that's just one thing I noticed. But I am here today because somebody had wanted a request on Lisa and Jennie's relationship. Question mark. I feel you because last time I checked, Lisa is with Frederick. Jennie is out there being a free bird, not really being committed to anybody. I'm not sure if they left off on bad terms, good terms. I need some break terms. They on a pause. I'm not sure how they define this pause or why they are having this pause. But whatever Jennie and Lisa had going on, there has been a complete stop to it. So we're going to see. I can't wait to see what's going to happen between the two girls here. This one will represent Jennie and this one will represent Lisa. I wonder if I ever switched that around during readings. I feel like I almost picked them for some very some like legit basic reasons. Okay, so we're gonna put Jennie over here. So Lisa's gonna be over here. Jennie is gonna be right here, and then Lisa's gonna be over here because I know Lisa. I'm not really sure what Lisa's been doing after the Victoria's Secret show. Has she done anything? Is she slotted to perform at any of the American Music Awards? That somebody please answer that to me because I'm very curious about that. However, because of that, Lisa, it seems like once she dropped Moonlit Floor, she kind of, ducked behind scenes and doing whatever Lisa's doing. She left us on that cliffhanger of being in love with French Eye Green Man. So we don't know. That's where we last left off, and that's where Lisa leaving us hanging. So I'm not quite sure. She's keeping the fans guessing. Like I said in my K-pop news cap, these idols definitely love to play games with their fans because they got to have some fun with the relationship or parasocial relationship that's formed, especially in the K-pop industry. However, all that to be said, let's find out what's going on between Jennie and Lisa. I'm not sure if they're in communications. Is Jennie going into any concerts with Lisa? Is Lisa being seen hanging out with Jennie? I know one of them might have birthdays coming up, being a Capricorn. I think that's Jennie. So I don't know. We'll see if Lisa gives her a birthday cheer. This is kind of an awkward situation when you really think about it, because what is Blackpink gonna do once they've been like solo touring for months, living it as free women basically? I mean, they still have some restraints because they're tied to K-pop because of Blackpink, but they're really out there living it as like free women, as they should be. And because of that, Then they got to come back to K-pop and have all these restraints and limitations just to promote some music with other people that they have to compete with. You see what is there to go back to, honestly. I mean, I love Blackpink, okay, but as a blank, okay, I don't think there's really a Blackpink to return to at this point. But all that to be said, we're going to shuffle the cards one more time. And then we're going to take the cards for Jennie first, because Jennie has been in the media recently. She's still out there. She is posting on her TikTok. And I follow Lisa's TikTok, don't get me wrong. Oh, yes, Lisa has teased her album that she's releasing, or single. I'm not quite sure. Visuals look stunning. I mean, it's Lisa. She's always going to release stunning visuals. Okay. I swear to God, every time I do some form of reading on these K-pop idols, I mean, on Blackpink specifically, there was always some form of despair and sadness surrounding Jennie or Lisa or both of them. And there's always some form of courthouse either around Jennie or Lisa or both of them. So I really don't know what's got the two of them bound at this point, but whatever's got Lisa and Jennie like this, or whatever's going on with them, it's something legal, something contractual. Clearly, wow, we are really starting off in their past. So I guess because of that, we're going to start off in the past, reading both of their starting energies. So what is going on with Lisa and Jennie as it pertains to their relationship or friendship? Maybe what it could have been, because they was a part of Blackpink. It was all about Blackpink and selling the Blackpink image. Maybe they could have had love for each other. I mean, they had to have some form of friendship or relationship with each other within the 8 years of being Blackpink. So because of that, and there's only 4 of them, you're eventually going to have to learn to love at least one of those 3 other girls that you're in the group with. So because of that, maybe now that Lisa and Jennie are off being solo artists, yes, they still care for Blackpink. However, they feel like they are only tied together in a legal sense when it comes to Blackpink. Yes, they made companies together. Yes, they both moved to America. Yes, they both bought houses in California. Yes, they were both the first to like not sign their contracts too. So you gotta wonder, there comes a point where it's almost too coincidental, where you're just like, are y'all sharing 2 brains? Are the 2 of these girls sharing one singular brain cell, that they just happen to do the same things, happen to be tied to each other? Like, it's interesting, but okay, we'll see where this contract leads us, because underneath that, for Jennie, we see the sun. And for Lisa, we see the well. Maybe the allegations really are true. Let's just play the devil's advocate here, okay? Maybe it's true that Lisa really just is self-absorbed, arrogant, wanted to be the breakout star. Come on, those are all possibilities. She's an Aries after all. That would just be something Lisa would just be prone to do. Not that she means to do it. It's just in her nature to just want the spotlight, you know? She's a fire sign. She's the starter. She's the get the attention. She's the party that keeps it, maybe not the party that keeps it going, but when the party gets started, oh man, is this party going to be good? But they are honestly the first ones to dip once the party gets really in its high peak because they've exerted all their energy, unless they are able to take some type of enhancements that are going to keep them running like an Energizer bunny. But that can lead to some other problems. But I'm not hinting that or suggesting any of that for Lisa. I mean, who knows? She's living that rock star life. Doesn't that come with the rock star life? However, with Lisa, taking all that into consideration, maybe how she felt with Blackpink is the fact that this well symbolized she had to bury things deep within her, where Jennie felt like she was just living out loud. She was being her authentic self. I'm just looking at their parallels in the group, but also how they interact with each other. Because of that, maybe Lisa was always reserved when it came to their friendship and relationship. And while, yes, maybe Jennie poured more into Lisa than Lisa will pour into Jennie, it was something they understood. It's something that they could maybe find some common ground with. Maybe they both got something out of it in different ways. Maybe Lisa was Jennie's emotional support, while Jennie was like Lisa's support. Who knows? But whatever it was an equal exchange. It was consensual. It was or at least it all appeared that on the surface that the two of them was on the same page, vibing with each other, connecting with each other. But then when we look down below, whatever is going on with Lisa, because we have this courthouse in this jurisdiction. Something has ruled, something has judged, some verdict has been made over Lisa in terms of Blackpink and in terms of how she is going to be continuing to interact with Jennie per se, because here we have the burden, and the sun card is right above the burden. You would think that this sun card would just shine away those burdens, especially because it's above. The burden isn't weighing down the sun. The sun is weighing down the burden, but the sun is so beautiful, it gives life. So how is that going to weigh down a burden? All that's going to do to the burden is make that burden skedaddle. However, what the thing is that although it may appear like I said with this well right here when looking at with Lisa, although it had appeared that it was all good, they were connected, they got along, maybe they really did have a genuine best friend connectionship and a situationship that they really got into, entangled with. You know how Jada Pickett Smith said, it's an entanglement. That's what they got into. And they untangled themselves, and now that they have untangled themselves, Jennie is the one that is feeling the burden of it. Jennie is the one that is taking the emotional bearing of this, as Lisa is a changed new woman out there living like a free songbird. Like I've always said, if you've been familiar with this channel, Lisa has always been the free songbird that goes out, does whatever she wants, has no attachments. She is just living her authentic self and really just doesn't care. Which I'm always going to say, I am sorry to you Aries out there. I'm not trying to throw one at you, but it's a negative quality of an Aries we have to look at. Now there are some positive qualities of Aries, like Lisa knows how to get a job done. Leave it to Lisa to start a project. Leave it to Lisa to be the trailblazer, do something different, be the first one to do something, be the bold one, be the one to show the light to the rest of the girls. Maybe those are all good those are all good positive traits of Aries as well. I'm not trying to down on any sign here, but because of that, now that maybe this is something that has gone like deep within Lisa's soul, that like it's the judgment card in the tarot where she has made some judgment where she's just like, whatever me and Jennie had, it's kaputs. It's done. It's over. I'm changing to that. I'm rising as the phoenix from this ash. I am flying high. And that leaves Jennie on this recluse place like, what about me? What was it? Was it all an illusion? Was it just me feeling myself? Like, it's almost like a psychological blow. It's just like, what was that? Like, it was like a whirlwind storm. Maybe this is an example of a twin flame connection, because they say when you meet your twin flame, they come and whip it up like a tornado, and just as quickly as they came in is and rambunctious as they came in is exactly the way they're going to exit confusingly out your life. Like, what? And you're not going to want to let that go, because you got yourself all entangled, all invested. That's the thing about twin flames. If you get yourself too invested, twin flames, and come on, twin flames can work if you're willing to work on the shadow self. And maybe Jennie was willing to do that, but Lisa was not. And because of that, they had to go their separate ways. Or really, Lisa went her own separate way and left Jennie on the path where Jennie had to basically go in. And now that she came out with her song Mantra, living that pretty girl life. Yes, Jennie, that's all I got. She looks like she's living, thriving, healing. I'm enjoying every bit of Jennie's glow up, because I don't want to say it looked dark, but it just seemed like with all that was going on with Lisa, and then she was a little bit late to delaying her music, and then she signed to a record company on top of that, and it was just a floundering time for Jennie. It looked like to me in my appearance, while Lisa was out there performing. Maybe they started like this, like I said in a previous reading. Maybe Lisa was giving tips and tricks, like I even said in this reading, being that leader, giving them all the tips, advice, connections, all that. Because Lisa was also the first one to make her first solo debut out of all the girls too. So because of that, she could have done that. Maybe she could have gave them some advice about what to do, gave them advice on how she produced and all those kind of things, who she made deals with, things like that. She could have been that for Jennie. And when they had their little spat, that could have severed that connection. It's because it is a cutthroat, dry business in there, and when you mix feelings in your personal life with your business, it gets personal, and feelings do get hurt when business deals have to get businessy and less of, oh yeah, I'm looking out for you, don't worry, love you. No, it's not like that when it comes down to business, and y'all not like this. And that's straight up an all right. But what I see in the future and what I see down at the bottom, interestingly enough, though, is with Jennie, we have the compass, which is just finding herself, which is something that's also has been a theme with Jennie. It's so funny how their two stories finally came together. They were like two separate stories over the past months. And now that we're looking at the aftermath of it, it's like their two stories collide, and I see it. I like, it was so playing out in our faces. But whatever it is, Lisa's committed to something. Is she committed to Jennie? I'm not quite sure, because looking next is Jennie is going to be going to find herself through working and doing business. You see it. She's, like I said, she is living it up I won't say she's living it up in the media because it's not like she's blowing us up with content, but she is keeping us nicely fed. She's doing interviews. She is keeping it fashionable. And like I said, ironically, what did I say about Lisa? She has really, after the Victoria's Secret show and her runway walk, she kind of went into obscurity. Not like that, but like quietness. We don't see her promoting. I don't, oh, well, I mean, yes, she does have I gotta remember, she does have something coming out soon, but like other than that, before that, it was like crickets for what felt like a few weeks. And maybe that's because all the other girls were promoting and putting out their music. And like I said, she had already been there, done that when they did it. So because of that, maybe she was in her dying down phase of promoting. Like, I'm not sure if she chose to promote a month. She didn't really promote. I know it's different here in the States. I'm trying to mold her into the what we say, the K-pop mold, because that's what she's still attached to because she's a part of Blackpink. But whatever I see is as I said, their paths have diverged and they've almost switched. That's another theme for Jennie and Lisa. They always seem to be switching energies because at first it was this is Jennie's side, this is Lisa's side. At first, Lisa was the one that was work, and Jennie was the one that was recluse, that wasn't doing anything. You didn't hear a peep from. Now it's like swoosh. And now back over here on Jennie's side, now Jennie's like work. And here's Lisa, recluse. You don't hear a peep from her. Mouse is quiet. But what I do see though is this is interesting because why would despair and unexpected income come together for these two girls? Because it's almost like one's downfall is another one's gain. And I don't want to say it like that because I could never see that. Not saying that I could see it being the reversed if the cards were flipped. I just can't see how any of the Blackpink girls are going to flop and the other Blackpink girls are going to become like Beyonce. Okay, I don't see that. No, so that's not what I'm seeing here. But I'm seeing this interesting dynamic where, okay, I'm going to have to look at the cards down here because what I see with the unexpected income for Jennie is the whip and broom, which symbolizes the fact that whatever it's cleaning house. Like I said, Jennie's kind of been through this transformative period. You would really think change would be over here for Jennie and not for Lisa. But like I said, they switched the energy. For all that, they really should just be together. I mean, their energy is so similar, right? But what I see here is that for the unexpected income, in terms of what it's so hard because I don't even know what Jennie and Lisa would have to do where they would have conflicting income circumstances. Like, is Jennie going to be giving to Lisa financially? Is Lisa is going to unexpectedly get money from Jennie? Because the gift isn't here. So it's not like it's given something out of love. It's like more like of a promotion, like a raise. Maybe I am dancing around the subject because I have always said, I don't know if it was a dream or if I had saw an article and it just like imprinted itself in my subconscious so deep that I will never forget it. That I like, it's like a lucid deja vu, like dystopia, alternate timeline type thing, where I'm just like everything, all everywhere, all at once. Where I'm just like, I can't tell you what it is, but I just saw Jennie leaving Blackpink. Okay, That's all I saw. I'm not sure why. I'm not sure if this was when Blackpink had made their debut in 2025, not debut, but made their comeback in 2025. I have no idea, but that's just what I saw. So if that would be the case, maybe that's where this unexpected income could come from, even though she might not become Beyonce status out of everybody in the group. If we're thinking about Destiny's Child, she could have more of like a, if Lisa was only able to make it here because, okay, if Blackpink was this table and Lisa was able to only make it up to here so far because of how people take her attitude and maybe they just really don't like her as a personal solo artist, but more as a member of Blackpink, then here is like Jennie, like right here in comparison to Lisa and Blackpink. And that unexpected income could be that raise or that elevation in the career because she's working so hard and she's doing the do and doing the thing. But the whip and the broom shows that whatever she's doing and whatever this unexpected income is, it's like a bittersweet. It's like healing but also hurting at the same time. It's like ripping off the band-aid, but you know there's still the wound there, but you need to change the band-aid kind of thing. And what I see here with Lisa is the despair card. Maybe the despair in the fact that Jennie's leaving. Despair in the fact that maybe the fact that because Lisa chose to move on from their connection, Jennie completely chose to move on, pull a Kanye West, completely just drop anything connected to Jennie and go and do her own thing. I mean, completely drop anything to Lisa and go do her own thing. And now, ironically, would leave Lisa now on the path. Like, wait, what? You know, because we have the wise owls here, which symbolizes that in this time of sadness, confusion, loss, we have counseling, somebody there to hear the ear. Maybe she doesn't quite hear it at the moment because the despair is overpowering the owls, and the owls isn't getting to the head. Actually, the owls is pretty much getting stomped on at this point. So the owls really aren't being heard too well. And because of that, maybe that's why Lisa is, let's just say, sulking off into a corner doing her own thing, because whatever she's doing, maybe she didn't take somebody's advice, and because she didn't take somebody's advice, she didn't get the desired results that she was looking for. And because of that, Jennie now has to look at maybe the friends she left behind and the circumstances that she has built around herself. And it's like, I wish I could be there. I wish I could be that lending ear. I used to be there for you. Listen, I don't know. I'm talking like I am reading some like lovers quarrel, ex-frenemy. They're all of that, honestly, because they're just so complex, honestly. So because of that, and there's just nothing out there about Jennie and Lisa. So all there is left for me to do is honestly speculate amongst the cards. And this is what the cards are telling me that's going on between Jennie and Lisa. I can't confirm that. Jennie and Lisa are quiet like a book. They are in their feelings. They are busy working out there, living their lives, living the vida loca, being committed, being out there in the sun, you know, just fulfilling contracts, doing their fulfilling their duties that they need to fulfill. So they're like out there being preoccupied basically at this point. They don't have time to be hanging out with friends. They don't, I'm sure they do have to. Jennie apparently has the time to go and stop by concerts, but you know what I mean. They don't have time to sit around like they used to, kiki haha all the time because they was Blackpink and that's all they had really. And they basically lived in a dorm and got to be around each other 24/7. It's not like that anymore. So because of that, it's basically like they've gotten out of high school, they've graduated, and now they're in college doing their own thing. And when they come back to Blackpink, it's like their 5-year reunion. We're going to be, oh, hey, what's up? Hey, kind of thing. And, maybe you'll see some people that have changed. We grow from people. That's all it just seems, that a genuine Lisa and Jennie grew apart. Whatever they had, they had. Was it a fling? Was it serious? Was it that deep? Was there heartbreak? Sure. I don't know. All of the above, sure, right? It could have been all of that. It's so up in the air with these two girls. There was a point that I was 100% convinced that they was lesbian lovers. Now I am like 25% confident that they're lesbian lovers. I'm 25% sure that they're lovers. Let me put it that way. I'm still like 75% sure that Jennie might be a lesbian, honestly. But Lisa, I'll put her on the 50% chance, unless she just used Frederick as a beard. I don't know. Something sniffs a little PR to me and to y'all. I'm not sure. She could have used him for music. Hey, she could have pulled a Sabrina Carpenter. I have no clue. So with that being said, I hope you guys enjoyed this reading. Here's a list of other artists that I still have to read on. So with that being said, I hope you guys enjoyed this reading, and I will see you guys in the next one. Please give this video a thumbs up if you have not already. And if you enjoyed this content, please leave your comment down below. Tell me, did this sound convincing? Did it strike a chord with you guys? Like they say, if it hits and it resonates, it's cool. If it doesn't, take it with a grain of salt. It's cards. I'm just reading cards. Really, it's, if anything, I'm the one that read the cards wrong. The cards are never wrong. It's all about me. It's the way as I interpret it. But given that there isn't much news out there on them, this is 100% an intuitive reading on what is going on behind closed doors with Lisa and Jennie. Are they friends? Are they lovers? Are they frenemies? Leave your comments down below, and please subscribe if you want to see any more of these videos that I have to read, and please go check out my K-pop news recap as well. And with that being said, I will see you guys in the next one. Sunflowers!